Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Lewis here from Inner Sun. Great to be here. Motivation. How do we find it? What is it? I've never even been motivated in my entire life, many would say, and I've been there. I get it. If anybody knew me, at one point I had very little to no motivation in my life. Like the opposite of motivation, actually, like full rock bottom, depressed, taking all kinds of drugs and smoking a pack a day, kind of not having any drive to move forward, no goals, just in that kind of mindset of what's the point of life? Why should I even try? I'm gonna die anyways. Yeah, even shooting up heroin at my worst times because I honestly didn't care if I died. I was, sort of suicidal. So I can say from experience that I know what it's like to go from one opposite of the motivation spectrum, basically having none, to being motivated, having goals, working towards my goals, bringing purpose into my life, bringing my career that I love more and more into my life. So how do you do that? No, you don't have to be at an extreme place of deprivation to, kind of come to that understanding. But I think the whole extremes from my story to yours can kind of maybe, I don't know, bring some tools to you that have helped me. So let's get to it. There's basically 4 main points that I want to talk about in this video to kind of kickstart that motivation and bring it into your everyday life. And it takes practice. It's not like a magic button that happens overnight. All of a sudden you're super motivated and on fire. And, it takes some mental reprogramming, some new point of views on life, and some goals. Let's get into point 1, which is goals. Whoa. When I first learned about the importance of goals and started bringing them into my life, it was just such a foreign concept to me because, like I said, had no goals, no motivation, suicidal even. So, that can tell you a little bit about that, right? So it's important to get clear on what you want in life, what you don't want, and more importantly, how you want to feel. I believe that feeling is kind of the ultimate mile marker in how we attract the life that we want, how we manifest the life that we want. We want a certain feeling, right? But our brain likes to hyperanalyze it in so many different ways by saying, no, it should come in this form, it should come in that form. Feeling good comes with, having $1 million in a Ferrari and all that stuff. So I think it's important to have a goal. It could be pretty specific. Like, let's say I want a career that I love. I want, to be rich. That's all good goals, yes. But I'm just here to say, don't be so attached to what the exact form that those feelings of feeling good and feeling free will come in. And I just learned this through trial and error. I'm not saying anything is right and wrong, but, just take my advice. Let the universe surprise you. Let God surprise you. Have a plan, but be flexible with your plan. And when it comes to goals, you also want to touch on the whys big time. And the whys are a little bit more of an intrinsic factor that we should be looking for. There can be some extrinsic factors too, sure. I want to look a certain way, or I want my family or my house to look a certain way, whatever. That's cool. But I feel that the more important, long-lasting, motivational sparks come from an internal sense of and feeling. I feel is one of those internal whys that we should be going for. We want a certain feeling in life, right? We want to feel better about ourselves. We want to feel fulfilled. Our whys could be, I want to be healthier for my family, for my loved ones. My whys could be, I want to make sure that my child has the best future possible. My whys could be, I want to support the environment. Make a big list, I recommend, of all of your positive aspects, all of your whys when it comes to putting together your goals, because that will just help juice you up and fill you with motivation and fill you like, yes, I want that. Yes, I want to leave a better future for my child. Of course. Yes, I want to be healthier for my family that I love. Yes. You feel it the more that you write into this stuff. Write a negative aspect list too. Like, what's the negative aspect of not achieving these goals? I won't be healthy for my kids. My life won't bring me satisfaction. I will still be in the same place. Whoa, that's already starting to feel a little bit dark by going down that route. But hey, this process is so valuable because it just sheds a lot of light. And we always run on autopilot so much in this life. And I'm a big supporter of meditation, of slowing down, of doing some journal work and some writing about stuff like this, because it will set you off on a better foot now that you've put the goggles on some of these aspects a little bit more in your life, right? So goals, have goals, search deeply for them. Don't expect to come up with them right here and now, Say, okay, I want to find some goals and some whys. It might not all come today. That's cool, that's fine. These new things are challenging and can take time and practice. So let me get into number 2, thoughts and beliefs. So huge. We've all heard that, so much of our life can start on the mind, on the thought level, and a belief level. And I believe that. So we've got beliefs in our life, like really existential beliefs, like about God and gravity and, right and wrong, what's right, what's wrong, what's good, what's bad, whatever, okay? A lot of times we have beliefs that are very limiting beliefs, like I'm not good enough, or I'm not worthy enough, or every time I try something new, I fail. Attachment plays a role in this too. I feel it's very important to not attach to a certain mindset just because it might have held some validity in the past doesn't mean that in the future it really is going to hold up to truth. So allow yourself to have a fresh mindset. If you notice old thoughts, old beliefs, okay, that's interesting. Come at them with curiosity. Not good enough. Whoa. And I really say that it's a good idea to write down these thought processes we might have. I'm going to get into the importance of stuff like writing in a little bit later in this video. But, it just helps you kind of keep record and analyze all these blockages, because thoughts and beliefs could literally be blocking us from moving into our goals for sure. Because as soon as you say, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, thoughts and beliefs right there, and thoughts will attract like thoughts too. Thoughts work on the law of attraction as well. Like thoughts attract like thoughts. So you might find other negative beliefs to support that belief, and other thoughts that said, oh yeah, do you remember that one time that you tried out for the soccer team and you failed and everybody laughed at you? Oh, so wow, holy cow. And now you're starting to feel like crap that your mind has been going to these places. So it's important to recognize these things with curiosity and not shame or judgment, okay? Because we want to reprogram these thoughts. First, we have to accept where they came from. Where did these beliefs come from? Did they come from my culture, my childhood? Did they come from my experiences? So just because something held up to be valid in the past does not mean it has to become part of your future with these thoughts and beliefs. So meditation is huge because we can clear our mind out every single day and start fresh and not let our mind take us on autopilot. Let's move on to number 3. We need to interact with more supportive energies, more supportive environments, more supportive people in life. Sometimes the circles that we interact with, the people, and even sometimes family, can not really be good for our motivational health. Like, we want motivation, but sometimes a lot of the other people in our life might be very negative and not be very goal-driven themselves, and that's fine, no judgment, But there's a saying that says, you become like the 5 people that you surround yourself the most. Or if you lay with the dog, you get the fleas. And I kind of believe that now after my, 32 years on this life. Excuse me. So yes, surround yourself with people who are also goal-oriented, who are also motivation-oriented, who also work on self-improvement, who also work towards being healthier in different areas of their life, because it is inspiring, it's motivating. And if we are around kind of people that are just doom and gloom and what's the point of life and I can't wait till I have a beer after work and then that's not exactly going to help support our motivation and growth. We want other good examples in our immediate environment so that we're boosted with other motivation too. This is kind of an extrinsic factor, but it's helpful too. Like I said, the goals and the whys, there can be more intrinsic, some extrinsic as well, but the whys, the internal feeling, these surrounding environments and people that we surround ourselves with can have a big role. And go to, motivational workshops or something. Go to a kind of, let's say you want to be a better personal trainer, or you want to become better at, a certain style of fitness. Go to a workshop where there's other trainers and fitness gurus, and they're talking about what they've learned along their journey, and go to stuff like that. Have a mentor, go to a mentorship program, pay for it even if you need to, or be on supportive groups on Facebook, even if that's all you've got available to you. It's just so powerful. I was, when I was overcoming my addictions and I had a lot of depression to work with and negativity, I was in a group that I still am in today on Facebook, where people are talking about, meditation and mental health and eating healthier and kind of spirituality. And it was really nice to see other people going through their own growth and just to chat and respond. And it just felt good. And I had kind of no friends in the physical world that supported me and had these kind of motivational traits. So I went online, and that did wonders for me, actually. So find some support networks. It helps for sure. Number fourth point, routine. Have a powerful daily routine. And, don't be a perfectionist about it in the beginning, but it will get better and better with time. So start your day off with stillness, with a little bit of meditation, with a little bit of quiet, not straight to the coffee and the distractions and the news feed and the stock market ASAP. Wake up earlier if you have to, totally worth it. Get some meditation in, get some movement in, some yoga, some qi gong, some flow work, some walking without distractions, maybe some soft music on or something, but try to hold off on the coffee, maybe have warm lemon water, and then maybe coffee later. But honestly, advise quitting that stuff because it's not very good for your mental health. But meditate, and after I meditate, I read what's called a statement letter to myself, and it's talking about my goals and the things that kind of want to improve upon in life. And maybe you want to make an affirmation to quit smoking cigarettes. Today I'm not going to smoke cigarettes because I want to value my health more. I want to, whatever. I went through that when I quit smoking cigarettes. Now I'm just trying to build up my business, and I've got some goals supporting that. And reading them to me after I clear up my mind in the morning sets me on a motivational spark. It sets me in the tone to move in that direction that day. So also at the evening, at nighttime, turn your electronics off a couple hours before bed. Get into some stretching, get into some conscious breathing. Meditation is the number one routine that I suggest everybody get into, because the power of the mind is so crazy and it can make or break our life. And it gets better with practice. I say start small too. Start with just a few minutes, then work up to 5 minutes, work up to 10 minutes, then work up to 20 minutes in the morning and at nighttime, because it's not easy to just jump into head first. It's kind of humbling. Most people can't sit without distractions in front of them during the daytime, at least. But doing so at nighttime and in the morning sets you up and ends you for a powerful day. For sure. You'll sleep better. You'll feel better. You'll be more still. Things that used to trigger you and piss you off and make you want to get angry and respond, they'll be over here, and you'll be over here with a distance, and you'll be like, okay, I recognize that, but I'm not gonna let it affect me. So I can stay focused on my goals and move into them. So daily routine, so huge, so powerful. Read into it, clear up your mind. All this stuff takes really wanting it, right? And consistency. So want it, that goes in with our goals. Know what you want. Sometimes I think we hope that like some miracle lands on our doorstep, like some $1 million perfect miracle, and I don't believe in that anymore. I tried to manifest miracles early in my days of learning what manifestation was, and now I have learned from seeing so many successful people and working towards that path myself that people work for it. They put in effort, and it takes consistency and time and patience. And I know that people want to resist that topic, but guess what? The journey is worth it. Every day feels a little bit better. It feels better than staying the same and never moving towards goals, right? It feels fulfilling to start to see your goals come into fruition a little bit, and, embracing the journey for sure. Building on the beginning of not getting too attached to what form your goals are going to look like too much, I think is important, because if you do that, if you overly attach to what form your goals are going to look like, then you're going to be disappointed kind of when it doesn't come out exactly like you planned. So be flexible, and because, if your dreams are, if your very attached goal is kind of not, it doesn't turn out how you thought it was going to be, then you're probably going to be upset, and then you're not going to be motivated to. But if you just go with the flow of life and, okay, let go to multiple outcomes of this structure, of this plan. Like, I've got this plan, I've got this structure, but I'm also being flexible of how it turns out, because the goal is to enjoy the journey of doing it and getting the little results here and there. So let go and, trust the universe a bit. So these things have just basically helped me, and I wanted to share them with you. If they don't work, great, but I definitely believe that a lot of other people who have kind of been on one side of no motivation to the other side of having motivation could definitely agree that having goals, being connected to your whys, that your thoughts and your beliefs have an impact on your goals and your daily routine. Interacting with supportive people and environments, that's huge. And lastly, having that routine, having a daily routine, working towards your goals a little bit every day, starting your mind off right in the morning and ending your mind on a good tone in the evening with that meditation and writing habit, so huge, so key. And all these things will get a little bit better each month. Don't beat yourself up for not being perfect overnight. Not, progress, not perfection. Lewis here, Inner Sun, Integrative Wellness. If you found any value in this video, please like it, subscribe to our channel, because it's just going to help the YouTube algorithm push us to the top a little bit, and we can help more folks with yoga, with meditation, with these kind of motivational speeches and all that stuff. So everybody have a great weekend. Take care.